championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. The first carry now for Benny Snell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Joshua Perkins, 31 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Steelers 7, Raiders nothing. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 22. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. And even 50 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
2-yard line.
$13 yards remaining on second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyrell Williams. 72 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Jalen Samuels.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger Flushed out right. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Here's the fourth-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
He's brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. Oh, Conner loses it. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits. Not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the pass. Let's go. Let's do this.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
At the Raiders' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run with McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 75 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Let's go.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Steelers 28, Raiders 20. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. You got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, McFarland. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Connor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On second down, here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Josh Jacobs.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Carr now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sean Davis with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Roethlisberger will throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And it picked up by the Steelers.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll look to run with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cow.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Carr now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 23.
23 yards on the play.
Las Vegas.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. The point after try for Gostkowski. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Steelers 38, Raiders 27. Stephen
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The throw complete here to Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. To throw again, Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Again, it's Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating it. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
To number 11,
Henry Ruggs. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
Stephen
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
43-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bud Dupree just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this carries into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. McFarland running out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Carrier. Eric Harris up to make the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
throwing now is Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's McFarland. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
45-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Raekwon McMillan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me
Black 20. Easy. Rip left.
Now it's Roethlisberger going top shelf for that's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's McFarland. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here's Snell on 3rd down. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.